Hey, what's going on? James and Jay Kramer Fitness Protein Review Guide. Today, we are going to go ahead and take a look at Jay Cutler's Total ISO. Jay Cutler supplements actually good, or are they just flexing the name of a four-time Mr. Olympia to sell you a grainy protein powder with a side of nostalgia? Here's the truth. When it comes to Cutler Nutrition's line, most people see the branding and assume it's a pro tier, and yeah, it looks the part. Slick labeling, bold fonts, and Jay Cutler name front and center. But once you start asking the questions, the answers either don't come or come with excuses. There is no third-party testing, no amino acid profile on the container or on the website, and the lab verified stamp. It's not linked to any real testing organization. That's not trust. That's a marketing pat. So, are Jay Cutler supplements good? If you're talking flavor, yeah, this thing tastes amazing. If you're buying for verified quality, performance, or label transparency, you're going to be disappointed faster than a rookie stepping up next to Ronnie Coleman. Is Jay Cutler Protein third-party tested? Short answer, no. Long answer, no. But with customer service seasoning, nothing says like transparency like, we'll get back to you after your review goes live. To be fair, I did hear back from Cutler Nutrition April 21st, so let me translate that. You exposed us before we found a way to spin it. No, I'm not holding my breath either. But if you do send me a real documentation, full amino acid breakdown, third-party testing results, I'll pin it as a top comment in this review. Is this protein actually clean or just clean sounding? Because here's the thing, the label screams no zero amino spiking on here. There's no amino acid profile, no BCAA breakdown, no leucine content, nothing printed. Nothing online, nothing in response to multiple emails. This isn't bad transparency, it's a textbook label inflation. It uses supplement facts on the label, so don't have to show you the full macro breakdown. The scoop shares 24 grams of protein in a 30.5 gram serving, which is borderline for an isolate, and natural and artificial flavors. That's FDA code for free-form amino acids like glycine, taurine, classic amino spiking agents. You have nothing to hide, so why not show the data? So we're going to go ahead and compare total ISO against three heavyweights to see where the hype ends and the real quality begins. These aren't random picks. Each one of these has been tested, scored, and verified by yours truly. So who's in the ring? Dymatize ISO 100, informed choice certified with a published amino acid profile, offering around 2.7 grams of leucine. MyProtein impact, budget friendly, informed protein certified, and better price to protein yield. Transparent Labs, Lab Door certified. Let's see how they stack up. All right, let's go ahead and talk Jay Cutler Total ISO versus MyProtein Impact Whey Isolate. Spoiler alert, one gives you numbers, the other one gives you slogans. MyProtein is informed protein certified, offering 4.5 grams of BCAAs per scoop. Total ISO, requested, not shared. That's not a stat, that's a red flag. Total ISO is $1.73 per serving. MyProtein $1.23. Same scoop size, same calorie, but one of them gives you 40 servings in the third-party testing. They both taste good. They both mix well. But if you care about what's actually in your shake, MyProtein shows its math. So unless you're paying extra for Jay Cutler's autograph, MyProtein wins this one by knockout. Let's compare Dymatize ISO 100 to Cutler's Nutrition's Total ISO, because if you're spending over 50 bucks on protein, it better perform like a champ. Dymatize hits it with 2.6 grams of leucine, 5.5 grams of BCAAs. Total ISO, leucine requested, not shared. So we're trusting the label like it's a tender bio? No thank you. Dymatize $1.53 per serving, Cutler $1.73. You're literally paying more for less data. Calorie, sugar, carbs, nearly identical, but Dymatize gives you verified protein efficiency and real testing. Dymatize has been in the game for decades and still leads on quality. Cutler Nutrition leans hard on Jay's Olympic legacy and leaves you guessing. So unless you're scooping for nostalgia, Dymatize takes this one easy. Transparent Labs versus Total ISO. One's clean with receipts, the other's just glossy packaging. Transparent Labs offers 2.8 grams of leucine, 5.9 BCAAs, and 28 grams of protein per scoop. It's third-party tested, full amino acid profile, solid numbers, but let's not give out halo points too fast. Their grass-fed claim, no USDA organic, no truly grass-fed certification. It may be technically a grass-fed until someone asks for proof. Meanwhile, Cutler Nutrition's idea of transparency is, we'll get back to you and then we'll just go ahead and put some stamps on a container. And for nearly the same price, you get 4 more grams of protein from transparent labs, clean label, verified yield, and no sketchy flavors hiding behind a FDA loophole. So no, transparent labs isn't perfect, but at least they don't ghost you when you ask, hey, what's actually in this tub? All right, here we go. 3 pros, 3 cons. As always, starting off with the 3 pros buyers should know. Tastes like a dessert shake. Marshmallow rice cereal is actually fire, sweet, smooth, milkshake-like texture, no chalk, no grit. Thing mixes instantly, no blender needed, just shake and go. And then, of course, the tub comes filled. You'd be surprised how rare this is. No half air, half scoop trick here. It's packed. Now, here are the 3 cons that make you think twice. No amino acid profile. Claims 0 amino spiking, but refuses to show any data. No leucine, no BCAAs, no third-party verification. Banned ingredient in the formula. Uses sodium silicoaluminate, banned in the EU due to aluminum concerns, still legal in the US. It's a red flag. And then, of course, the price. You're not getting much for transparency. $52 for 24 grams of protein. You're paying for name, not sourcing, science, or quality. If you're going to use this post-workout, you may be wondering, is 1 serving enough to stimulate protein synthesis? To trigger muscle protein synthesis, you need at least 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine in 25 grams of protein to flip the muscle building switch. Total ISO claims 24 grams of protein per scoop, but gives no backing by an independent third party to prove what's inside the protein powder. That's a big problem. If this was a transparent protein, we don't know how much leucine you're getting per serving, but Total ISO hides behind a supplement facts label, the kind that lets companies skip important disclosures. So, unless you're doubling up on scoops or chasing it with a verified protein, you're probably falling short of the post-workout threshold. Well, let's go ahead and assemble ourselves a Jay Cutler protein shake. As always, Daily Driver, Pure Choice Farms, shaker cup, and then we're going to go ahead and do 1 serving, which is 1 scoop of Total ISO. There she goes. We're going to go ahead, lock her up, shake. So this thing mixes pretty nicely. There are small little bits you can see right here. Overall, I think it got nearly the full amount of points. We're going to go ahead and go into our taste test review. If you haven't figured out, marshmallow rice. Cheers. So if you're a big fan of Rice Krispie treats, the first thing you're going to notice when you drink this is that it has the same aftertaste as like you're eating a Rice Krispie treat snack, but you do get that nice vanilla taste with that, you know, little butter flavor as well. This thing tastes amazing. Do enjoy the flavor. Knowing what I know now, would I buy this thing again? No. But if you're someone making a purchase based off of flavor, I think the flavors offered by Jay Cutler is going to taste amazing. Before you hit that smash buy now button, here's the reality. Total ISO is a flashy protein with 0 receipts, no amino acid profile, no leucine data, no third-party testing. It looks elite, but the formula held together by marketing, not muscle building proof. So, who is this for? If you're chasing flavor, nostalgia, and you don't mind paying for a name, this might be worth it. But if you care about real protein yield, quality sourcing, and transparency, there are much better options. Now, here's how this thing stacks up against the competition. ISO 100 crushes Total ISO because it's tested for banned substances and it shares the amino acid profile, offering 2.67 grams leucine per scoop. Transparent Labs 100% grass-fed isolate provides full amino acid transparency. No, Transparent Labs isn't a grass-fed protein certified, it's still worth a look. And then finally, if you're on a budget, MyProtein Impact Isolate, verified informed protein, it's not amino spike, and a better protein per dollar ratio across the board when compared to this. So how did Total ISO earn a 30% fail to deliver? Flavor and mixability are the only wins. It tanks in transparency, fails to back it up by claims, and then of course hides behind the supplement facts loophole. You're buying a label and name recognition. Cutler Nutrition leans on legacy, but when it comes to quality, this thing fails on stage. All right, as always, thanks for making it to the end of the video. And as always, I ask a community question. Have you ever bought a supplement just because of the name on the tub? And did it live up to the hype? Share your comments and experiences down below. I want to hear about both the real wins and total flop. If you want the full breakdown on this protein powder, curious about what didn't make it into this YouTube review, like the FDA labeling loophole, banned EU ingredient, and more, check out the full written review at jkramerfitness.com. I got over 100 in-depth, independently tested protein reviews waiting for you to be read. Links are down below. And as always, I want to say thank you to making it into another review. Make it a great day. Jay Cutler, if you think I'm drinking your protein powder, think again.